So, you know, sometimes little things can result in a lot of excitement for other players. Alright, so I didn't show the first part of this round because I was trying to help teach some young goongineers how to set the engine up. And I think we did okay. We have a wizard loose, so you're gonna hear a lot of farting and explosion. Oh wait, no, that's any given round. I just had to show these guys how to do power because last round they only made like 40 kilowatts, and so I showed them how to set it up real safe. And they followed me around and hooked tanks up with me, and this should be mostly safe. I'm not using the RCD. I'm not showing them any of the crazier stuff. Low power, low pressure, and we should be pretty good. Yeah. So we're gurgling along at 83 kilowatts. Should be alright. Just leave it. It'll be okay. We'll spool slowly. We'll be A-okay. Except for those wizards. But I didn't want to shit on these guys. I didn't want to show that they didn't know what they were doing. So I kind of just walked them through and took my time. And I didn't record that because I, once again, don't want to show people. Wow, they're coming to us eventually. That's scary. But I didn't want to show off any skills. I also don't want to show off any secrets. But I realized these guys didn't know what they were doing, so I wanted to show all these guys, some of which ran away as soon as they learned how to set it off, which is fine. I just want people to know that we got stuff going. Where are all the pumps on one? Slow throttle. Very slow. Look at what we got power-wise. 500 kilowatts. This is gonna go crazy. We're gonna start punching out megawatts here very quickly. I'm hoping for gigawatts. Quite possible using this build. I'm just trying to... I love that he asked rather than start hitting things. If you become a goongineer, everybody has their own setup, and which is fine. You're just gonna learn. And you're going to learn how not to do it, and shit's going to burn down. And that's fine. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about trying to blow the station up. Don't worry about trying to provide the power to the station every single time. We're drawing more, or we're making more power than we're drawing. So I think that we're doing our job here. But I want these guys to know that they're doing all right. They're doing A-okay. We got the power draw on. Let's go ahead and throttle this engine up a little bit. Oh, it looks like he already has... No, he didn't touch nothing. He didn't touch nothing. Alright, let's go ahead and run these up to 2 on the cold loop. Because the pressure on the cold loop is way low. Look at that. We're just throttling along. Happy, happy engine. Happy, happy engine. Ghosts! I love that there's an engineering recorder, so you can find out what happened in engineering after they burn it down. There's also a camera. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our program. This is Mr. New Vegas. That's kind of how Wayne Newton sounded in the very end. Is he still alive? Alright. We're just going to let the power increase. Oh, this went out. Huh. This went out. Oh, someone closed that fucking vent. It smothered it. God, we're all talking in gibberish. That's the problem. We lost our... Let's look at these. That is disappointing. Somebody came along and snuffed it, which is to be expected. I was like, where's my temperature? And why is this happening? Oh, still getting a little bit of fire. Still getting a little bit of fire. I think it got snuffed. Somebody hit a button and closed it. Oh my god. Oh no. The wizard. We must arm ourselves with wrench and be ready to fight him. Because if we can get that hot loop a little hotter, and right now it's pretty stable. He threw my ass off. Where'd he go? I was gonna fuck him up for being in engineering. No! He terrorized me. He's a good wizard, though. He's not just power gamey, the wizard. He's running around causing trouble, and people keep screaming there's a wizard, and then he does scary stuff and disappears. We're also not purging so much that everything's going crazy. I am now poisoned. Notice the engine still hasn't blown up yet, which is great. Now, if we can get that hot loop just a little hotter, I think that'll be great. So, we're drawing a lot more power now, looks like. Alright, let's go ahead and throttle it up a little bit more. Now, if you say, Tex, it doesn't look like you know what you're doing, you're probably correct. I just press buttons until I get what I want. I'm trying to make sure my pressure in the cold loop stays good. I mean, it's reading at 446, 448. Now, a dick wizard would have come in here and blown the hot loop once we got it up to temperature. A little disappointed that, what is leaking out of here? There's like toxic gas leaking somewhere. Probably out of my ass after all the farts, huh? Alright, so I got brute first aid, and I got brute first aid. We're gonna put all of our first aid in this room. Because, well, this is the way it goes. And let's double check. Looks like we have gone up just a little bit in power. Just a little bit. I've been attempting to contain this wizard. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead. Take this guy out and make sure we're doing our atmospheric scanner on. No? Not gonna give me... Once again, jumping between stations will have an impact. Some people don't think it does, but it do. Alright, I think that got snuffed of oxygen. I can fix that. I'm gonna just have to run into the combustion chamber really quick, which is not a smart thing to do. But don't worry, I'm an expert. There we go. Just need to feed a little bit more fire. Oh wow, that burst. That's how hot that is. Holy shit. I may recover, I may not. Let's just get into the generic first aid here. You should not walk into an engine while it's running, but you'll learn that taking care of an engine in Space Station 13, it's not like TG where it's set it and forget it. This is an engine. that is trying to kill you. And it will do so if you give it just a minute. Oh, and I just punched myself to get over it. Just a little bit of damage, not a lot. Alright, so power's oscillating up and down. Good, good, good. Proper fire. Proper bit of fire there. Lowering the combustion shield so we don't cook through the glass. Which, yes, that can happen. Looks like this is really fucking hot. I wish you could lock the chamber vents there, because I think we blew off a lot of our combustion gases. Which is fine, we still have plenty. It's just, I'd really like to have more. Let's go ahead and throttle it up a little bit. Set them burners a little higher and see what happens. See, the secret, I would say, to goongineering is experimentation. Just play little bit by little bit. Now that we have enough power to really power the station for quite a bit, because these are at 16% and so on. Unlike last episode where you had a lot of people complaining the power was dipping and we had a lot of brownouts and stuff. This time around you're not going to see that. You're going to see a lot of people being quite happy with the power, not even noticing. Let's go ahead and kick that up some more. Playing with settings in goongineering is great, because it's all valve turning. It really is all valve turning. Alright. He's having some fun, isn't he? He's playing with the phone. Oh. Oh. Why are there two headsets? Jeez. I think he's broke the phone. Did you break the phone? Holy shit. There's 3 handsets now. So, yeah. We've kept pressure pretty low. Let's go ahead and crank the pressure up. And see what happens. Now that everything's gotten cherry red hot. Look, I might be the wizard. Well, it does seem magical. I mean, not a great spell. Duplicate phone is not a magic trick I'd pay to see. Anywhere. I mean, you know. Okay, this thing is gonna fly off the hinges here in a minute. You're gonna see this thing fly off the hinges or fizzle out. Oh my god. But look, we're making all this power. Passing 599 kilowatts. We're not even up to nuclear power plant levels, but hey. 642. Engine may be running away here shortly. Check this shit out. As part of the Hellburn, for those people who are interested in such thing, I actually have an episode on it. But the best Hellburn video I'd say is probably Yorp's Danger, Danger, High Voltage. He does it good. He does an amazing Hellburn. Oh man. He's duplicated all these phones. What do you want to want me to check out? Power. Rising. Good. Okay. Check the hot loop. And make sure everything isn't exploded. Touch nothing. Just barely a megawatt. I know. We're getting there. See, I think the quick hell burns where you just load up all this power and all this everything. That's when you lose all your fuel and you can't do it again. You purge it all burns to space. Okay? All pumps on 5. Now, this guy's not one of the new guys. But there were several other new guys who were inquiring earlier. I recognize this guy from before. At least I think so. Uh-oh. Moment of lag. I need to check on the hot burn. He's gonna play phone duping. Yep, that's burning. Good. All happy. Alright. Yeah, he's duping some phone. We got 25% main station batteries. We're doing alright. Let's set up this PTL just to add some spice. Don't worry about this. It's just a little bit of... Oh, it's gonna get really hot in here. But I'm not too terribly worried. Why am I not allowed to PTL? Crank PTL to max output. Let's have fun. Oh, there's the wizard. Hi, wizard. I cannot fart. You have taken my ass. Don't mind us. We're just here running the engine. And I eated it. Oh my god. It was good as. Oh. Wow. He blew my arm off. It's fucking shitty. It's not nice at all. But stable engine is happy. Hi. We're just running the engine. Lots of new people, you understand. I didn't like being exploded. It's kind of bad. I mean, it kind of hurt. Nobody cares about that, or you? Well, that's kind of hurtful. And, we need more power. A lot more. So, unless you're a member of the engineering guild, I will have to ask you to leave. And please take a phone when you go. We have too many phones. Okay, Jack. You're up. Make engine go boom. God, my ass. No, that's Jack's ass. One thing I'm good at. Very well. Make this engine roar. I lost the leg, though. Engine needs more power. I'm gonna help him out. I got one arm. All right. We're gonna watch his method. We're gonna try to get her on up to gigawatts. She's dipped in power. I'd love to reattach his leg to make this quicker, but I unfortunately can't do that. It's gonna be a little hard for me. But hey. She's rolling steady in 500 or so. Now, CogMap 1's engine is not the same as CogMap 2's engine, which is not the same of Destiny's engine. So he cut this for a while, I think just to let the pressure and temperature build up. I don't know what he's planning, other than closing that. I could snuff it. But if he's watching it, I'm just going to let him do it. The other thing you're going to find is a lot of people will claim that they know what they're doing when it comes to the engine, and 99% of these people are lying. Because they will get it set up, they'll run it, it won't work, and then they'll say, oh, well, it's not working because X or Y. And that can happen. There's no real foolproof way to do this. I've seen a few people try. No one ever really made it look as effortless, though, as Yorp did with his Danger High Voltage video. That shit was magic. I mean, that shit was just magic. Who needs magic when you have Hellfire? That's right, Jack. You tell him shit. Who keeps calling? Oh shit. Cold loop's gas is low. Now, here's a thing you may not know. Some of you may already know this. Because I'll say, cold loop's gas is low. And then I remembered, cold loop is running at a handful of degrees Kelvin, which means that it is actually the same amount of gas, but gas that is very, very cold tends not to occupy all that much space. So I just hooked another one into the cold loop in case he needs more, just in case he needs some help. Alright, we're just gonna sit here and burn. Well, I'm wearing an ass hat. I'm an ass hat engineer. Alright. And we'll just manage to slowly see what this engine does. I think it's funny that we chased the wizard out of here by letting him know he's not a union man, which he isn't. Temperature. Oh, ship's engine failure. Temperature exceeding safe levels. Plasma containment failure in engineering. What are you talking about? power is... What? Listen here, AI. You mind your own business. Did it flip? Iron on fire, so it's fake news. All right, let's fire this thing up. Let's fire this thing up. Input level, 100 kilowatts. Output, online. And let's put it at just 1 megawatt when we get there. It's charging. This ain't right. Seems not. Seems like she ain't working right. Let's just kick it and yell at it. He hits it with a gas tank. Yep. Engineering's up to no good. He made some changes and it's not happy with them. Human says, oh. We got it to 50%, which is actually pretty good. Most people barely set the engine up, but there's some people who get on in Hellburn and it's beautiful. Everyone ought to do it once. I did it once and only once on camera. It was magic. If you want a Hellburn proper, you need a crew behind you to make this happen. And a Hellburn crew is fan-fucking-tastic. We set one up in the Black Pants Legion. It was magical. We were all trying to get the engine to run like a mad bastard. And we got it to run like a mad bastard. It was magnificent. I'm going to help him because he's only got one. Alright. Need another? No. Alright. I'll just put it on this loop. I feel the social situation of the station collapsing. Okay, we're just dumping gas in this thing at this point. It's a tire fire, so... Oh boy, she's throttling back up in a big way. Yep. Jack, she's rolling now. Passing 800. Oh my god, it's almost jumped to a, 1 megawatt. Okay, it was just at a O2. 1.127 megawatt. 1.88 megawatt. Now, you don't really have a Hellburn until you've got this, I'm going to set this to 1 megawatt in and 1 megawatt out. Okay, he's pushing. Whoops. My bad. Just a punch for good luck, you know? Always remember your settings. Now we'll just charge this bitch up. Alright. Oh no. It's time to pay the price, but we just got the engine rolling. 1.5 megawatts, 1.702. Look at this little screen here, which is pretty funny. You can actually see the state of the engine just by looking at the status screens. Come on, 2 megawatts. Come on, 2 megawatts. Nice blue glow. Hmm. 1.911. Look at how nice this is. Need more temp on the hot loop. Quite doable. Now, this will crawl. Don't feel bad. The first time you run an engine, you should be able to at least get it to 100 kilowatts. If you can get it to 100 kilowatts and keep it there, you can probably keep the station running. I forget. Why do we vent the combustion chamber again? CO2 buildup. So don't worry about it. Now, the other thing is, if you can make 100 kilowatts, you'll be fine. If you can make a megawatt, that's more than the station ever draws. Generally speaking. Now, anything beyond that's gravy. Now, if you want bragging rights, you got to get into like petawatts, yottawatts, and exawatts. I think my highest is 15 petawatts that I got on camera. It's like 13 or 15. So you're talking Kardashev scale civilization power output. And that's when I was like hell burning like a crazy bastard. And I was doing it every day just to perfect my method. I think to be a true spaceman, you need to be able to hell burn. You need to be able to play security. You need to be an effective member of the space station doing something. You have to master a job, and if that takes years, so be it. Did you fill the security with laughing gas? Oh, you zany man. All right, let's go ahead and export some electricity, shall we? Let's go ahead and... Oh shit, that person almost got nuked. PTL doors are open. We'll open the observation shutters so people can see the giant PTL laser, which is now burning through. And by the way, this does more damage the longer and higher power you get that. Combustion chamber on 1000 kPa. That's not bad. Alright. Let's double check. So we are exporting a megawatt of power right now, which isn't bad. The engine is stalling out a bit. That does happen. Didn't help that I set it up to be safe. And escape. Escape? In a moment of triumph? Never. Plus, I'm rusty. Helps to stay with the engine. Alright, looks like it's throttling back a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna check the loops and make sure we're still feeding fuel. Oh wow, those are both empty. Oh dear. I might just walk in the laser to show you what it can do, but I believe this server is now creaking under the strain of the things we have done. Not me and my engineering friend, but more, the station as a whole. Okay, I'm out of this gas, which means I'm just going to replace it with 1-to-1 with oxygen, because that seems fun. Let's get some oxygen in that loop and see what happens. Alright, now, this fucker's empty, which sucks, but, we can fix this. Alright, let's,
The escape shuttle has now arrived.
Can I charge the big tank with the little tank? Please? Uh-oh. It's like a moment of lag, so I'm really nervous. There's a bright... Oh, and here comes the engineer. Hi. It seems bad. Oh dear. Oh dear. What have we done? He's gonna, yeah. Wow. That was pretty cool. Well done. Oh, I think we screwed up because I just put oxygen in there. I may have made it a... Okay, we've jumped into 4 megawatts. So, sometimes you can start a fire in the pipes and stuff. Okay. Let's just be calm now. Alright, let's be calm. And okay, that pipe just burst. Superheated gas. We're at 5. We're at 6. Don't do that. So, you know, sometimes little things can result in a lot of excitement for other players. Don't do that. It's dangerous. Don't do that. I could turn this laser off, but that's not going to happen. Plus, they're already marooned here. 7 megawatts, by the way.
The escape shuttle is en route.
Oh dear. It's displaced the floor tiles. 8 megawatts. You're a cool guy, that's all I want to say. Well, thank you, voice in my head. And he made a timer igniter beaker assembly. That's great, because I think that's timing down right now. But I now have a moat of burning plasma. Don't worry, I'm turning the laser up, so at least we can make more money in the time we have left. Oh, yeah, yep, he did that. That's not my doing, I'm sure. I'm sure that's not my doing. Some of those pipes we have go around the station, but I'm pretty sure that's not mine. That guy's on fire. That's none of my business. We are at 9. Oh. He's on fire again. Oh. You're a bit on fire. Said the man wearing hit the other man's ass. So yeah, this is pretty much normal engineering. I'm not terribly worried at this moment. I mean, we're really making power. I think we're gonna cook in here if I can dodge the... Okay, he is now a wall of flames, and the gas is white hot, and he just disappeared into it. Well done, us. Well done. Let's teach some newbies to run an engine. How hard could it be?